Good evening. Welcome to the Thursday, March 12th, 2026 Clinton Township Planning Commission meeting. If you haven't already stood, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Secretary, if we could have a roll call, please.
Thank you. Commissioner Adlin?
Here.
Our chair this evening is Douglas Curd.
Here.
Ron DiBartolomeo is absent. Commissioner Green is absent. Commissioner Harris?
Here.
Commissioner Hubler?
Here.
Commissioner Rucker?
Here.
Commissioner Sassen here. Commissioner Wade?
Here.
Trustee Wade?
Here.
And also in attendance is Bruce Thompson, our planner, director.
All right. If I have no additions or deletions, do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Support. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Secretary, item number 1. Do we have is the petitioner present for? I'm sorry, I'm getting out of order. Go ahead and announce it first.
File number S1189-A, 0 mailing, 0 return, request for approval.
Excellent. Is the petitioner present?
Yes.
Could we have your name and address for the record, please?
Tim Story, Story Engineering, 48264 Manchester Drive, Macomb, Michigan.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Mr. Thompson, we'll turn it over to you for a presentation.
Thank you. As most of you probably know, this is on the east side of Garfield, north of 15. It's a long time ago was the Macomb Daily Building. It's zoned B2 community business. There's a 30,000, almost 31,000 square foot building there. They're doing some interior renovations to facilitate the continued retail use of that property. That as well facilitated the increase in the number of parking spaces on the property, and that's what brings this to you, the Planning Commission today, as a revised site plan approval, is to create some additional parking along what would be the east side of the site. There will be 148 spaces overall on the site. They did get a variance on February 18th of this year to allow that 148. Normally, by square footage, it would be 155 that would be required, but I guess for lack of a better term, they literally ran out of space. This is kind of an angled back end of it. It's not rectangular. Zoning board granted that variance. Street side landscaping, parking lot interior, all part of this. There is a screening wall that surrounds this site because it has residential around it. They will be pulling trees down, but they will be then replacing those trees. Here's a landscape plan. I know it's part of your packet, so that we ensure proper screening for all of those homes, screening really that they're used to, that goes above and beyond the ordinance. All the other information is required, site lighting, trash removal, stormwater management, all is part of the plan that is before you. Our recommendation is that you, the Planning Commission, approve this revised site plan for this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Story, anything to add to that presentation?
No, I think that did a pretty good job, unless you want to hear more.
We'll open it up to the commissioners for any questions or comments.
I do have a few. I can go last because I have 4.
Go for it.
Okay.
You're up. You're in.
Already. First question speaks on traffic and infrastructure. Was a traffic impact study conducted on Garfield Road and 15 Mile Corridor? And are any road improvements or turning lanes required for the developer as part of this approval?
A traffic study was not done, as it's an existing site. It actually hadn't occurred to us, but, and so again, because it's an existing site, I don't believe we're going to need any widening of any lanes on either road.
Second question aligns with the master plan. How does this revised site develop plan align with the township's long-term master plan for Garfield Road commercial corridor?
I can answer that if I may. This property is master planned for commercial use, so it is really used for commercial. All this is doing is adding some additional parking, updating landscaping, so it's in tune with the master plan's projections for sure.
and meets all the ordinance requirements as well.
Okay. Conditions of approval, this is what this one sits for. A variance to allow 48 parking spaces was factored into the zoning board's what they consider determining. My question is, was that reduced parking supply? Will it still be adequate to serve the community? Like, did you make any major changes to the entire site because of it?
I did make major changes to add as much parking as we could get, and it's 148 spaces that we're providing, not 48.
Oh, 148, I'm sorry.
We received a variance from, I think, 7
Yeah, 7.
spaces.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we actually have more than parking than we need, to be honest. But that's, we're just trying to satisfy the ordinance.
And one more, could the staff clarify what changes were made to the revised site plan compared to the original submitted? And what prompted these revisions? Like, what, was it you, or was it the planner who decided, hey?
No, it wasn't staff. When somebody submits for site plan, it's their request. As Tim had indicated, he and I have been working on this for quite a while together. The current owner wants more parking for this site. It's not necessarily something that came from this administration or from my office. Our response then is to work with his design professional who's standing before you today and try and get a plan together that meets all of the ordinance requirements. So I'm sure he would have liked to have had more parking, but the site, given its unusual shape and condition, just did not facilitate that. But otherwise, the plan that they've submitted, they've done a good job at providing all of the things that are required for a site like this on the plan. So other than the variance, everything else that the ordinance requires is on the plan that you have here today. But it comes from the owner. And I've met with them a number of times in the past. So.
And that's true, the owner would want more parking
He would,
if
I
it
know,
would fit.
I know.
I just couldn't get any more to fit.
Yeah, that's.
But my opinion is that he doesn't need it.
Right, and just for Mr. Rucker, as an example, we had the Meyer just recently, and not unlike other owners, not unlike his client, Meyer wanted more parking than what our ordinance requires as a minimum. So different companies, different owners have different expectations or different designs as to how much parking they want. They have to try and meet the minimum. In this case, they couldn't because of land configuration. But you'll see a lot of times sites are overparked, and it's by design. So we have to take it on a case-by-case basis.
And to follow up with that, so that I'm clear, parking reduction was based on a projected customer demand and shared parking for the site?
No, parking for a retail building like this is based solely on gross square footage.
Gross. Chair, that is all I have. Thank you.
Sure. No, nothing? No other comments?
Excuse me. I was watching the ZBA meeting, and there was a resident that had a concern about a tree that supposedly was on her property or leaning over to her property. I drove by there the other day, and I didn't see, the back of the building it's cut in and out. It is a interesting layout back there. But I didn't see any issue with anything going on. So was it already, since that meeting, has it been taken care of, or wasn't it there to begin with?
I really don't know. My guess is it has been cleaned up, but I haven't been able to talk to the owner. He was out of town. So.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, but it goes deep in the back, and I didn't know exactly where this house was.
I'll make sure that he's aware of it.
Yeah. I just didn't, once again, I didn't see anything wrong back there. But that was my question.
Okay.
Well, I was a little surprised because generally they try to keep pretty good, keep everything cleaned up.
No, it looks good. You got a lot of trees back there, and it's like 2 layers of the shrubs and the trees. So it looks good in the back.
All right,
Thank
comment to the commissioners, this is a revised site development plan approval. which means we are going to vote it up or vote it down. In typically, a lot of times we're going to recommend something to the township board. This is not one of those cases. This is a case where it's a revision, and so the decision we make is what the petitioner will go forward with. And if there are no other comments or questions, do we have a motion?
I move that we approve the request for a revised site plan as determined, as submitted to us.
Second.
All right, Mr. Secretary, roll or vote, please.
Was the second Commissioner Rucker, or?
Who's second?
Yeah,
Rucker?
Rucker.
Yes.
Mr. Rucker.
All right, Commissioner Hubler?
Yes.
Commissioner Rucker?
Yes.
Commissioner Adlin?
Yes.
Commissioner Kurd?
Yes.
Commissioner Bartolomeo is excused. Commissioner Green is excused. Commissioner Harris?
Yes.
Commissioner Sassen, yes, and Trustee Wade
Yes.
passes.
All right. That site plan is approved. You're all set. Best of luck. Thank you. Look
Very
forward to
good. Thank you.
seeing the building start up. All right, Mr. Secretary, next on the agenda, please.
File number S0288-A, it's revised, request for approval. It's a revised site development plan approval for proposed Canopy addition to the service station.
All right, is the petitioner present for this matter? Yes. And if you would, please approach, give us your name and your address, please.
Hi, Armando Shami, 36638 Groesbeck, for Basha Car Wash and Shell Gas Station.
Excellent, thank you. Mr. Thompson, turn it
Sure,
over to
so
you.
the description is a little deceptive, or not deceptive, it's a little, I'm not sure what the word is looking for. The canopy's already there, right? So the description came from when they first came before the Planning Commission, the Township Board, to put that canopy in, okay? That canopy is there. At the time, the site plan that was submitted proposed removal of the existing vacuums along the street side of the site. Through some communications back and forth with the petitioner, with his design professional on, what's going on with landscaping, what are we doing? We sat back down and they determined it was not ever their intent to remove those vacuums. So what they've done is they're coming back, they want to revise the plans. They want to keep the vacuums in that same general area, not put in the landscaping, but put up a 3-foot high screening wall. Buffer, screening wall, those are both options under the ordinance for screening in that location. So that's what this plan is about. They are also installing some electrical vehicle charging stations as well. So that's kind of what prompted our conversation as well from an administrative standpoint. They don't need site plan approval for that, but we're trying to address kind of that lack of vacuum placement that the owner's looking to keep here. So that's really the revision here, is taking out the landscaping and putting in a wall so they can keep the vacuums on that street side of the site. It's that simple.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, thank you. Sir, anything to add?
No, not really, just want to try to keep those vacuums, because, all these car washes have like 40 vacuums, 30 vacuums, so we have 5, so I wanted to try to keep the 5 at least. So it'll help us out big time by keeping the vacuums.
All right, commissioners, questions or comments?
I do have a question.
Mr. Rucker?
Yes. What specific conditions or requirements were attached to the revised site plan that was approved by the ZBA?
This did not have to go to the zoning board of appeals.
So this didn't?
No.
Okay. The other question is there, I understand that the canopy is already there, but when it comes to just traffic flow, my question is, has the township evaluated the canopy addition and effects to traffic flow, particularly with vehicles entering from the Groesbeck Highway?
And that was part of why the plan is the way it is. The fire department requires a 24-foot driveway between the canopy and the places where the vehicles are going to be utilizing these vacuums, which again makes the wall really actually a bit better of a design, because it allows them to put those vacuums closer to the road, and it keeps that fire lane sufficient for the fire department. We actually had a number of discussions with our current fire marshal about that to ensure that there is appropriate access through this site, not only for their clients, but for emergency vehicle access. So it does take all of that into account.
one more question. What safety measures were included in the revised site plan to manage the vehicle congestion and the fuel tank access and pedestrian safety relative to this being a small site?
If I may, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
Really, the answer is the same. You know, the real, because it is an existing site, right, we're not designing a brand-new site. The issue here was, is there appropriate vehicle traffic flow, which makes it safe for pedestrians and people using the vacuums, people entering and leaving the site? And then the secondary, again, is emergency vehicle access. If something, God forbid, happens on the site, can a fire truck or an ambulance get in, get out without backing up or without causing a problem? And so the answer is yes. The appropriate steps were made. The appropriate design is before you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Anything else? Mr. Sassen?
I think we've all been there for an oil change or to get out or gas or to get our tires filled at one time or another. My questions stem from where the vacuums are, and then street side is where the wall is going to
Yes,
be.
just
Now, currently you got a small little curb and the sidewalk.
There's a buffer zone right behind that curb. There's a curb, then you got like a 1.5 buffer zone.
Is
So
there
that's-
that much
that's where
there
the
for
wall's
that?
gotta go,
And then
basically.
the sidewalk?
Then the sidewalk.
Sidewalk. Now, because of, I'm sure the 3-foot wall will deaden any noise coming from the vacuums also, especially in the summertime. It is a residential street once you get past your
That side,
property. Is 3 feet the standard through the chair to Bruce? Is 3 feet versus 4 the standard?
Yes, 3 foot is the standard. It's not necessarily designed, Mr. Sassen, to abate noise. It's more designed to abate headlights and low-level car activity from the neighborhood. That's really the same thing as a berm, right? A 3-foot-high berm isn't designed to mitigate noise. It's designed to mitigate light noise, if you will. And so, yes, 3-foot berm or 3-foot wall, that's the options under the ordinance. The intent of those is the same, if you will.
And will the wall go from the street side on the entrance in on both? You got 2 entrances.
2 entrances, yeah,
on that
from one to
street.
the other, all
So
the
it's
way
going to
down.
go right to the pull-in
out.
on both of them?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
The buffer zone goes all the way down from one to the other, so.
Yeah, I just didn't see much of a room to put the wall when I was looking at it the other day. But if it's there, it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and again, not to repeat myself, this is a revised site development plan, so we will either approve it or decline it. We don't refer this one to the Township Board.
Okay, thank you.
And if there are no questions or more comments, I'd be open to a motion.
Chair, I'd like to set a motion to approve the revised site development plan approval for the proposed Canopy addition to the service station.
Second.
Who's second?
Adlin?
What?
Mr. Adlin? Adlin? Right,
Mr. Secretary, roll call, please.
Commissioner Rucker?
Yes.
Commissioner Adlin?
Yes.
Commissioner Kurd?
Yes.
Commissioner DiBartolomeo is excused. Commissioner Green is excused. Commissioner Harris?
Yes.
Commissioner Hubler?
Yes.
Commissioner Sassen, yes, and Trustee Wade.
Yes.
It passes.
Excellent, motion is passed, so you are approved, and you're free to pull the trigger and finish the project. I know the original was in front of us a while ago, so
Yep, so we're gonna get it
we'll
done.
be happy to see it wrapped up.
Landscaping and all, I have it all done shortly, so.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
I
Really
appreciate you guys.
appreciate you.
for real.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All righty, time for public comments. Sir, you're the public. Would you have a comment for us, please? If you do, give us your name and address, please.
My name's Dave. Address is private. Are you guys elected? I know one person's elected. Are you elected? Are you guys?
No, sir.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to make a point. We have a problem in our police department. I came here, tried to talk to the chief, nothing. Look up Rock City. We lost a $4 million lawsuit in December 25th or 25. I'm trying to bring awareness of this problem.
Yeah. Sir, appreciate your
My
concerns.
time,
Relevant to the items on the agenda for the Planning Commission, you do have 3 minutes if you'd like to speak to any of the things that are on today's agenda or other
I thought it
agenda
was
items
all-
for the Planning Commission. However, this is not public comment for public comment's sake. Respect
Okay, cut me off.
your opinions. There is
it's my
public.
opinion, and I'm addressing it to you guys. So
With regard to the agenda topics for the Planning Commission, that is the purpose
See
of the
the
public
attorney?
comment.
it's public. I can express anything I want in public.
With regard to the
I'm
agenda
expressing
topics,
myself.
you're welcome to come to the board, the Township Board, and they would
Okay.
receive your comments. Public comment on this meeting is reserved for the business of the Planning
I'm
Commission.
bringing it to your knowledge, we have a problem.
Understood, sir. Is it related to Planning Commission business?
Yes.
How so?
Also, I don't know, it's public knowledge. Or if you guys ain't elected, I'm bringing it public to you guys, we have a problem. And our police, and that guy right there was chief when it happened.
All right, sir, I'll give you 1 minute to speak. So please, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
And I thought you couldn't interrupt me when I have public speaking. I got 3 minutes to speak, you guys listen to me and walk away. I don't interrupt you guys when you guys are up here talking. I'm trying to bring to you guys what we have. I'm not against police officers, we need them. So when they cost us over $4 million, $300,000 in attorney fees, $180,000 deductible in our insurance, who pays for it? We do, we the people. Then you're trying to cut me off, expressing my opinion about this. I don't think that's right. And I'm trying to bring it to your attention so you guys know what's going on. $4 million can go a very long ways in Clinton Township. And that's it. And I don't know why you don't talk to me when I call your office.
I
Debbie?
don't have an office.
When I
Sir,
call
this is-
Debbie and try to talk to you about this problem?
I'll talk to you right after the meeting.
Fine, I was here in the last meeting, I get nothing. The only person that came to me was Dan. I'm just very upset. I'm not against cops. I'm just very upset. We pay the bill and nothing happens to Brock City. He got a promotion. It's very sad. You can look at Warren Police. They had an excessive force case. He got fired, he did a year in prison. And that's how it should be. The guy lost his eye. Look at it. It can happen to your kids too. That's it.
Report of the meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from the previous meeting? And if there are no edits or deletions, corrections, I'll take a motion.
Motion to approve the minutes of the
I'll s-
February 12th.
I'll support it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I just have another question for you.
I'm sorry, sir, the public comment period is over. Next meeting agenda, please.
Yeah, after the meeting. For March 26th, we do have one case. This is a special land use and site development plan approval for a service station, drive-through restaurant, and some additional retail space, all in one building. It is on the south side of Hall Road, between the new Popeyes and the Jeep Dodge Ram dealership. It's part of a larger property that actually has 3 total parcels. Popeyes was the first parcel to be developed. Now the owner's bringing this forward to you, and then there's still some property in the back that he'll be developing in the future. That's it. That's what we have for March 26th.
Okay. Mr. Thompson, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Commissioners, any other comments before we close the meeting? All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Support.
Support.
All in favor?
Okay, so-
Thank you very much.